Hey, what's up? How you doing? Welcome to episode 56 of Ancestor Chronicles. You probably realize, wow, it's the first time to have a fellow underwear. I managed to remember to introduce the episode. Well, there's a simple reason. It got corrupted. Lovely. You see the darkness in my eyes. You see. So, as a completionist, as myself, I decided to record myself again. The magic is gone, and I don't have any words to describe my feeling. So I'll try my best to express it in screams and shouts, so you can understand what the hell is going on, or to understand my situation. So there it is, me recording again, part 56. The magic is gone, and my reaction is no more original, and the feeling of authenticity is gone, and everything is broken. Hope you enjoy, and I'll see you again very, very soon. For people that are more curious, I deleted everything. So I deleted the capture, I deleted the edited part, I deleted everything, so I don't really have a backup. So yeah, have to play the thing again. It's the only file that was corrupted. It's impressive. Over 80 episodes. It's the only one. Yeah. Hello. Welcome again to Ace Attorney. And of course, nothing fucking changed. Huh? How you doing? Huh? Nothing at all. Nothing motherfucking at all. What you fucking doing? I don't know why I went to the prosecutor's office. By the way, since I was editing, I noticed something very cool. There are bats in here. I don't know why. Holy shit. What? They were bats? Yes, the Reaper's familiar, I expected. What about the mute man in the dark cloak? Though he was the familiar. Just not the flying kind. He must be the friend of Mr. Reaper then. I think the familiar idea is more likely. Scary though, either way. Yeah, I was surprised actually. I noticed after when I decided to replay the game. Well, to replay. It's not really I decided to. It just got corrupted. And everything broke apart. And fuck! This motherfucking shit. So my reaction will be extremely ungenuine. I'll try to goof around more than usual. So, the showgrounds are a little too big for my liking. We've been walking around in dance crowd for 2 hours now, and I feel myself swooning 3 times. Oh no, there are a lot of people, aren't there? I've almost been trodden on 3 times too. Oh, poor Iris. Be careful, won't you, Iris? And don't let go of my hand. The magic is gone. We finally made it through the throngs though, by the look of it. Here we are, underneath the public experimentation stage where the explosion happened yesterday. Okay. I don't remember what the hell is going on. What's that? Hear voices from up the stage. Sound like an argument. Must join. An argument I must join, since I'm an attorney. Right, I've had it with you this time. I'm warning you, I'll arrest you in a minute. Oh yeah? Won't they, Inspector? Give it a show. Ain't got no evidence. Ain't no you know it. Why I'm laughing? I guess because I'm sad inside, so I just have to laugh. To reread the same thing that I read. Wait, I know those voices. Who would it could fucking be? You got a cheeky little marvel, you young lady. But a night itself will teach you some manners. Just try it, I dare you. If you want that bag of chips rammed down your throat. Yo-ho! Yo-ho! Grexy, what are you doing up there? She's like dashing. Yeah, I remember it. It's you! Yeah, you here you are! Your ladyship! How are you, your ladyship? I hope you're well, your ladyship. Does that make her 3 times a lady? 6 times. It's not well at all. I'm far too busy everywhere. Not to ride in a balloon, but there was a 3-hour queue. Unbelievable. I'll go have a word for you at once, your ladyship. You'll be flying as high as a kite. No time once I pull some strings for you. Sounds like kind of stuff. Tobias Gregson on an inspector of well, you know who he is. Until recently he was suspended from duty, but he will appear. He's back in action now. I'm glad to see him being fine and okay, since I already completed the bloody game right now. He's actually quite well known, appearing as he does in the adventure of Sherlock Holmes, and for the reason he can say a word wrong to the story's ultra iris. Okay, but there are limits, surely. Or there should be. Watch it, sunshine. Sorry. What gives then? Don't tell me you are on this case. Yes, I'm acting for the defense. Again. So we are here to investigate. To investigate? To investigate? Dear me, what's that the situation? Really that troubling? I guess it is. A measly 5 bob is all you got. You're a liar, ain't you? Go stand and get a bit more copper around in your pockets, Mr. Naruhodo. What? Wait, this wasn't my last bit of spending money, that is. I'm poor. You can't even bake, but they will charge you for all the butter. 3 bob. Stole my money, asked for money. Did Gerald Lestrade, a pickpocket, or a diver, born and bred in the East End of London, in a case that led to my own suspicion 6 months ago. This is the young girl I was trying to defend in court. Well, you defend it. I really defend it. She's fine. She's fine, you see, she's out. What are your problem, Ori? Diver, pickpocket, or with old name calling? You want a bag of chips rammed down your throat, do you? I thought you were proud to be a diver, didn't you know? You were just arguing with Inspector Gregson about it, weren't you? I assume you've been out for your usual tricks here at the show. There ain't no way to talk to a lady, Odo. Javier is a long time. People can change. I'm a apprentice now, learning to be a Scotland Yard detective. You'll ever call me what everyone else does, Inspector Lestrade. Inspector? What a bear. That badge is homemade, surely. Oh, the surprise! Oh god! Oh my god! That was so unexpected. The inspector part is entirely accurate. No one calls her that. For what it's worth, anyway. Investigating is off the cards for all of us. What's that supposed to mean? What's that supposed to mean? Gregory boy? Right, I'll be back out up to you hold the fort down here, alright? Right, sir. This raises a lot of questions. Raises more questions. Let's converse. About Gina. Who is Gina? Why Gina? What is Gina? It was 8 months ago now that I first encountered Gina in connection with a case I was working on. At the time, she was living in the East End with a group of other orphans. She helped all of them to survive by pickpocketing, but then she got embroiled in a murder. As usual. Not a lot of time taken in prison. Realized I couldn't go on like this, and they didn't wear a working night. Oh, I'm so pleased to hear it, Jeannie. Well done. Well, lovely done. So you went from being a pickpocket to a detective. Quite a transition, I would like to say. You got it. Good and neat, Inspector Lestrade. Sound like something out of a book, eh? Talk about a sea change. And then there is Iris' old man to think about it. Iris' father, you mean? Dr. Wilson? H. Wilson and nobody else. I promised her, didn't I? I said I get all the police force around the world to pull out a stops looking for him. Just a small promise, then nothing is serious. Oh, Jeannie, you're so sweet. Oh, it's wet. So anyway, that's out and I'd go to the late Scotland Yard. Well, the trouble is I don't read so well, do I? Yeah, just a small problem. Nothing serious. I don't read the year. There's when early approach, Greskin asked for help. So then Inspector said he take full responsibility for Ginny and murder soul of apprentice. That was very magnanimous of Inspector Gregson and brave. Well, you know Hurley. He enjoys finding ways to make people do what he wants. That great detective likes digging for dirt, in other words. Blackmailing method. The long and the short of it. If you got question about the case, you can ask this battle less right. Right then, Inspector. Actually, there's still a big mystery surrounding Gina, isn't there? You're still alive? Oh, what, Bruno? What? Well, 6 months ago, Gina was the defendant in a trial prosecuted by the Reaper. In a trial in which she was found not guilty, and yet here she is still, alive and kicking. Come on, you're not still about here. The legend of the Reaper or whatever is called. Car, you don't have to worry, do they? If I didn't have worry, there probably couldn't be a whole lot of you left. It's like I told you before, ain't it? The Reaper's kinda like an hamster. So he knows now what he's like on the inside. He ain't really done nothing wrong. Nothing wrong might be a stretching point. What about Mr. Natsume in Japan? He's perfectly fine, isn't he? Well, that's true, perhaps too, but he's more discerning than I thought. Exactly, so I ain't worried. I'm totally fine. Yesterday incident. So I'm assuming what information do I not have? Corty was out of this world, he was. The brainy black ball of bunch of levers in the machine and suddenly started billowing in smoke. And it just went pop. Ain't seen better experiment here yet. Sorry? You mean you saw it, Ginny? With your own eyes? Oh yeah, of course. The boss is in charge, ain't it? How can every run his mood, I mean? The boss of being Inspector Gregson, I suppose, that's going to take some getting used to. Will I ever say them on duty and can do whatever I want to? Yeah, goodies. It was having the blind blaze when it happened. Watching friend bleed. No, you are so lucky, Ginny. Maybe I should join Scotland Yard too. Please don't. Yeah, do it. You know, put the boss in place already. Right, Iris? You've got no trouble. She has too much power. And they settled when do we start? No, you can join Scotland Yard, Iris. Well, see, anyway, what I don't understand is this. If the machine exploded so spectacularly, how can Professor Bunnybrain still be claiming that his experiment was a success? Alright. Well, it was a success in a way. It was? How can it have been? Successful experiment. Surely after the old machine blew up, no one could call the experiment a success. It's like I said, it sort of work. I mean, yeah, there is a lot of smoke and whooping, gripping. But where do you think they found the victim's body, eh? In the crystal tower over there. What? In that tower? Oh no. Yeah, really teleported the bloody bollocks. You can see it for yourself, can you? Up there above the scaffold. Oh, were all the glasses broken, you mean? Yeah. Can got catapulted there. Yet the cage what victim got in the starway. You really get a beaming through the air or whatever the length of the way over there. No, you see it kind of worked, didn't it? What? I don't believe it. I mean, I don't get things out of it by impossibly, right? We scenes. But tell you what, you can have this planet spirit to drape the earth. Ah, are you sure? Yeah, going, yeah, I tried Bob here before, so fair is fair. Yeah, I didn't actually give you that, did I? Wat is rocketeering? Take me mee. Met Moona! Something Inspector Gregson said before seemed a little strange. What is word anyway? Investigate is off the cards for all of us. Yeah, I'm gonna coin it afterwards. I have to give you a acronym or something. Yeah, it's not the old Greg run off thereafter that without explaining himself. Right, that. The boss say no one is allowed to investigate a weird machine would play up yesterday. Well, that's not fair. We're presenting the defendant. In that case, could you at least tell us what you learned from your investigation? Nah, I gotta get it. You're not allowed to investigate it neither. Why? What did the boss call him? Forensic investigation team, I think. Anyway, apart from that lot, no one's allowed to lay a finger on the scene. Be funny, ain't it? Even Scotland Yard own detectives can investigate. Yes, I never heard something like that before. I thought it could have kind their own quiet the boss committees. The probably giving them air for about it before from time, did you? His name Bleeding Fear. I think you'll be giving him as much as an earful back as I remember it. Yeah, well, seems I've been seeing his old damn chips now won't make him so stubborn. Also flattering to liver. He says something me already. Go on, see if we can do it through into him. He's up to the bathroom above us, easy. Where's the machine that exploded is? We can try, can we, Runa? Rexy will listen to us. Anyway. So we're gonna need to examine these things, this contraption. Drop or hit. What is this? There is some part of the machine that exploded. Maybe it's cool to have fallen for the part while bobbing the blast, perhaps. What's going on in here? Ah, Nathan. I'm talking like that. I think I hang on with this, just in case. Oh look, what's this? A red piece of cloth. It's not like a fabric I ever seen before. Very thick and stiff. Canvas, I think, with some sort of rubber backing. That appears to be a bit charred as well. Maybe that means it has something to do with the explosion. You take a note of Will Jenny made yawn. Anyway, I don't know if I examine it immediately. But for some reason the ground is damaged in this spot. Look. Maybe there was fire or something, blah blah blah. Yeah, closely there's some scattered ash and embers too. Well, suppose there was a big explosion just now here. People probably wouldn't bat an eyelid. A small fire like this will have happened. I'm not sure English are quite laid back, you know? What I was saying. This contraption, I don't know if I examine it. Yeah, anyway. This contraption is an interesting machine. Oh, there's some lever. So I'm just gonna examine it. Yep. It is what you think it is. What is this? It looks like a cross between a bow and a gun. It's a bow gun. Okay? They fucking exist. Bow fucking gun. I think it's probably used for the same thing too. They exist. Go bow gun. A crossbow. They exist. Anyway, let's move on. I think I have to examine it. His hair looks on, blah 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 blah. So that's it, is it? The machine that blew up? Yup. It is what it is. There must have been a magnificent explosion, seeing my fair share. You've seen things like this before, you mean? Of course, Hurley always doing experiments that end up in a bang. No, bam, bam, bam. In fact, in his own words, explosion is the very essence of chemistry. Huh, that might explain the smell of burning that frequently comes wafting up the stairs. One time, he made something that exploded with such force, he took the roof off the building. I wish you'd been there to see it, you know? It's hard to get too excited about that, given that I now live in the roof. Well, anyway, that's enough about that. It's time to investigate. I guess we can't. Log spectrograph is over there. He seemed to be deep in thought about something. Will is eyeing up the machine carefully. Oh, really? He just looked confused to me. May as well be confused. It would solve apart magnificently, didn't it? Magnificently. And mercilessly. So someone stands in the middle of the machine to be disassembled and then beamed through there. Yes, beamed. Not blasted, that's the point. Yeah, that's the part crucial, really. There's something that like that even possible though, Iris? Hello, Runa. I'm just a child. How should I know? A child when it suits you, For what I can tell, I think if you were to pull this lever here... Stop! Don't touch that! Hahaha, that was practically instantaneous kinesis. The way you flew over just now, Gracie. I'm gonna miss this music. Please, your ladyship, I didn't mean to startle you, but I can't let you touch anything up here. So sorry, you can have some of my latest special blend to make up for it. Ah, wonderful. This stuff really is wonderful. Just like old time did this. Representing Professor Hairbrain in court tomorrow, Inspector, so we should be allowed to examine the scene. Ah, listen, Shasha, if I'm not allowed to touch the ending of it, The boss's special dispensation for scientific equipment out to blame is making me potty. So I'm gonna try to deduct. I'm just gonna call this deduct. I cannot be bothered. They're gonna use it so much. It's so fucking hateful. Oh yes, the special dispensation. The professor mentioned that too. More 8 episodes we need. I don't know what the government thinks is playing us sometimes. Neither. What is the government doing these days? We're allowed to just look at it. Surely that's right, isn't it, Rexy? Of course, your ladyship. I know you say your ladyship, but please don't get your dainty-handy dirty, will you? Don't worry. We wouldn't dream of touching anything, would we, Runo? Oh, we're gonna touch everything. Everything all over your place. She really knows how to get what she wants. So if I'm not wrong... No, he's not here. Still here in spawn? What the hell? What the actual hell? Anyway. Using high voltage electricity to somehow disassemble a man's body. That's unique. Then beaming across the crystal tower. It's an extraordinary thing to attempt, especially in public. It was wildfire the most unusual of the experiment plan. For the exhibition line, to be honest, I'm a bit surprised it was allowed. To carry out something so dangerous with so many spectators present, I mean, the government doing everything can to promote new science technology at the moment. They are more worried about being ahead of the game than all spotted public safety infringements. If they can be the first to develop some new technology, it makes the Britain more powerful in the future, you see. Yeah, I suppose that's true. In a way. So the powers that we are placing a heavy emphasis on scientists' rights at the moment. What sort of rights? They are making it so that any theories that brains have remained they are legal property, as they were right of developing into a practical idea and even going to production. Which is the infuriating reason as coppers are allowed to touch this crime scene. Because, you know, the act forbids it. I told you. And see now, the only people with permission to investigate here are from some brand new department at the yard. The forensic investigation team is called. We've been relegated to keeping guard. The forensic investigation team. The old fool can see that his heap of scrap metal was a sham to begin with. But just because there's say scientific equipment on the paperwork, can do a plumbing thing with it. Poor Grexy. He's very heat up, isn't he? Heat up. It was a grammar head up. Special differentiation. HET. Remind me again, what's the new legal act that means we are not allowed to touch the scene here? Are you having me at this, Shanshay? It's a special dispensation act. Oh yes, I think Hurley mentioned that recently. Why? They keep talking about it! You see that, what I mean? Why the hell they keep talking about it? We fucking got it! I'm sure he did, your ladyship. I'm sure he did pass especially for his great exhibition. The present idea is so intention to some suits civil service. It gets rubber standard that's guaranteed all rights to maintain the investigation, the invention confidentiality. What does that really mean? Think about it. Think of the world-changing new invention on display every day at this exhibition. Although a good half of them are a load of cobblers, if you ask me, put forward by shammers like yourselves. Thanks for that. I'm a lawyer, you know. I love how some of the invention here is also fun and so joyous. Might be fun for you, but a member of the force has to be present in every single demonstration. Makes sense? Can you imagine, huh? Thanks science, that's what I say. Thanks science. I don't think so, that sounds like my dream job. You don't think otherwise after spending a day guarding all the shaman's bogus contraptions. If they're all bogus, how can anyone hope to demonstrate them? There's then be no point. Yeah, well, there is a point, sadly. Excuse me? Thanks to another of our government bright ideas, if any theory or invention is deemed to show potential, the government hands out a research grant. The scientists get funding? Exactly, that's what they're all after. All these shammers coming from far wide to clog up a high park. Who has to keep it all safe, huh? Who has to smile politely and waggle down? Us coppers, that's who. You can see why I say it now, can you? Hang science, hang it! Maybe you can see your point. Apparently, Professor Harbre lives and works in Germany, now conducting his research. That's right, came back to Britain, especially for the Great Exhibition. Understand it. Probably after one of the government research plans. Actually, we learned something else about the professor earlier today. About his time in the further education, turns out he was at a university with someone we both know. Lord Van Zisk. Oh, where's that? That's news to me. But what if Van Zisk tenants accuse the professor's fate is death? Sealed? Because the Reaper will get him one way or another? Blimey, that man's beyond me. I don't know what goes on the head of his. Dr. Van Zisk, this morning paper ran the story of him being attacked. Read that? Oh yes, but Mr. Reaper is completely fine. Nothing to worry about. Yeah, right. Got to hear it. Still the Reaper, huh? How long that business gonna keep up, I wonder. Mr. of the Reaper. The victim of this case, the best Mr. Aspen, was another of the Reaper's victims, or so I heard. Lord Baron Van Zisk is a top-class prosecutor, even he can always push the right verdict through sometimes. Justice can't win. That's what I heard about jurors being bribed and evidence being falsified. And that's how the notion of the Reaper of the Ballet came about, isn't it? Obviously, Scotland Yard suspected Van Zisk initially. We'll assume he was taking matters into his own hands if he failed to seal the deal in court, although the man himself denies that charge. Well, we done a very true investigation, and the conclusion we reached is that Lord Van Zisk is no way related to the deaths of those people outside the courtroom. There's no question in my mind. Let's take my reputation if I will. If that's true, then how do you explain it? All those defenders couldn't just have coincidentally died if nobody killed them. Know that, but that I can explain it. It's a mystery after all, isn't it? That's the whole point of the Reaper. Oops. He said that at university, Lord Van Zisk was a totally different person. Easygoing and kind. He what? He said that it was after they both graduated that something happened to change the man. Do you have any idea what it was? No clue. Really? Look, I got my hands full watching over this frustrating crime scene. Why don't you go ahead and make nuisance of yourself as well, no? Iris is great at acting lies. Anyway, did you show up? He's not there. I guess I'm gonna examine the machine. You see how badly damaged everything is. Professor Harper was lucky to escape and scatter this thing. You'll have a good look around the machine while you can. Touch anything that'll make you sure I'll kill you before I get strung myself. You hear? I won't touch anything. I promise. So please spare thoughts of your digestion. Anyway, do you really think this machine could actually disassemble people, like the professor claims? He asked, looking totally incredulous. Give it a rest, Sanjay. If we were allowed to examine all this pretty scrap metal, maybe we could answer that question. But we can't, can we? Nope. Above the annoying rules, you mean? Yeah, exactly! The annoying, obstructing, flaming rules! Oh, look at the base of the machine there. Wait, oh yeah, the tool. Also, I'm kind of poking through the wire mesh. So, the first thing I noticed, I was like, oh, nice. The screwdriver. There's actually blood in here. At the beginning, I didn't notice there was blood. Isn't lovely? The handle is in the shape of the capital letter A. It is, so yes. What's the matter with you? Don't touch anything, I said. Touch anything and make sure I kill you before I get strung up myself, I said. Yeah, I understand, sorry. I only touched a teeny weeny bit. Teeny weeny bit. But Grexy, very curious about this screwdriver. Really, very, very curious. Of course, your ladyship. You're so clever, your ladyship. Fancy spotting something like that. But I'm afraid I can't let you have it. No, but Runo found it first. I assure you, I'll investigate it truly. Goodbye, Grexy. He's gone off with it. That was very mean, I'm afraid. Inspector Gregson is going to make a very clumsy, embarrassing mistake in the next month. Installment now. Poor Grexy. So I forgot to examine the wreckage. There we go. That's where Takova ended up into his Eastern Kinesis, or whatever they call it, that of course. And yet they're calling it experimental success. There's a wooden scaffold therefore. The cover so lad set that up there the incident happened. You helped to erect the scaffold there? Nah, look out to do this more my thing. Wander around the exhibition keeping a lookout for the fun stuff. Mind Gregson doesn't hear you saying that or he'll give you the boot. It's incredible though, isn't it? I mean, could the victim really have bridged that gap by some sort of invisible kinesis? Kinesis? There it is. Bruno, listen! What is it? I've been thinking. Hurley might know something, might he? About what? About Mr. Reaper! Oh, about what happened to Lord Van Zisk, you mean? Oh, because it sounds like something very significant occurred after he graduated from university. Like someone very close to him happened to something. Something that completely changed his life. Maybe I have no idea where to find Mr. Sherman at the moment. He's in the middle of some big case, isn't he? Oh, he's pretty special place. And this is what you need. What is this? Some kind of entrance ticket? Oh, jeez. Oh my god. It's Madame Tussauds. It is supposed to mean something to me? Oh, yeah, sure. You don't know it? It's the most popular attraction in London at the moment. It's very close to Baker Street, actually. We'll go now if you like. Oh, no, we don't have time to visiting attraction today, Irish. We have the big trial tomorrow. No, but that's where Hurley is. What? At this popular London attraction? Oh, yeah. How is that you know where he is? Hurley told me. Well, he told me to keep it a secret from you, no? Madame Tussauds? I don't see how it could be related to the case we are investigating here, but then, stranger things may have happened. And when would they happen? Mr. Show me surely at the heart of them. And we go to the Madame Tussauds. Well, as surprised as possible, I can try. Sorry. What is this place? So from Madame Tussauds, you probably heard of Madame Tussauds? What's her name? I don't remember. It's a famously made of I will say it in English, I forgot. Wax statue. Look at these terrifying things, but well, the people so still. Guillotines, ruthless murders, not that I would be dreaming about tonight. They are all wax models. They're amazingly realistic, aren't they? What do you think, Bruno? Shocked? Wax models? I read about it, that Bobbies and Wax Ones magazine about strange phenomena, depending on how Cobras are capable of the positives, and again, the Wax apparently. It's called Adipose? Stop talking about creepy things like that, Bruno. You're scaring me. Anyway, Adipose. Blair, what now? I just remembered something else I read in a magazine about strange phenomena. There was an old lady, maybe a witch, who used a poor molten wax over cobbles and put them on display. Nowadays, exhibiting here are real. They're not real. They're entirely man-made replicas. They can't be. You really expect me to believe that? Just look at them. Oh. There's no way anybody could make models of people. They're this realistic. And they are all such gruesome things. Oh, wait. There's someone or something. What is it? Oh, no. It must be seeing things. I love it. It's just like a hand here that randomly puts. I think it was very nice for them to put it. Is this an arm? Yes. Looks like an arm, doesn't it? Maybe one of the Waxful model has fallen over. You don't think it could be a work of one of those mass murders, do you? Bruno, stop scaring me. The Wax arm or the real one? Come on, you always pointed at the finger of yours, Corp. Oh, God, arm now. They see how it is. Objection! Anyway, I don't remember. I think I actually examined everything before talking to Holmes. Is this some famous murder? Ah, yes, called the Jane the Ripper. All her victims were young women. Knew it. Can't tell by the way she's holding that knife. Show sign of murder. So sign of murder. How you hold your knife? Well, yeah. What's the matter, you know? I work it out. Know what she's doing. She's trying to fill that bottle with blood so she can have a soak in her victim's gore. Not according to the information about the exhibit. On the little board there, it doesn't mention anything about the bathtub. Really? Really? Sorry, I don't think it's significant. I still think it has to be there for a reason. The magic is gone. The magic is gone. Oh. This model is so well made you can tell what's background and what's the real human. Or maybe all the exhibits are real people. There's closing time, all the visitors are gone home, they suddenly start moving. Like night at the museum. Just thinking about it makes me wish it was closing time already. I was on my way home. Oh, let's go for it. I cannot be bothered. Is this an example of Western Tujijiri? I don't know what that is. You know, when an unscrupulous samurai randomly attacks a passerby to test his sword. I still don't know what. It was like a Ronin reference, but actually a waxwork samurai would probably be hugely popular. Could you model it? Don't you think, Bruno? Doing that Tujiri thing you mentioned? Well, I do have a sword, but I have no intention of testing how sharp it is on a human subject. For now, at least. Oh, there's a funny reference. This one. I don't remember if I'm gonna do it afterwards before. There's a funny place for a little ladder. What is that? Is something wrong? No, it's just that in Japanese we have a totally different word for a ladder that falls in half like that. It's step ladder. We do it in English too, you know. It's a step ladder, or just steps. So be careful and make an assumption about other culture, you know. That's how words are started. I didn't realize step ladders were an international point of contention, but the writer makes an astute point. It's a reference because every time we examine the ladder, you keep making this joke about the step ladder. No, it's not a ladder, it's a step ladder. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna end the episode right now, right here. No, okay. Oh my god, it's a great detective, Mr. Sherlock Holmes! Mr. Holmes has his own wax statue here, really? Already? That quickly? Well, he's a world famous after all. It's an uncanny resemblance, isn't it? It makes my skin crawl to look at it. I know. Well, look, Bruno, you can kick this early, and he doesn't move a muscle. You can go around kicking the exhibit, Iris. That was so funny. It was very funny the first time. Second time, not as much. It just moved, I'm sure. Not just a little bit either. Ugh. Really? Did it? Look closely. There are beds of sweat on the face of these waxwork models. Shall we move on, Iris? Shall we completely ignore him, Iris? Over there, look, there's a great murder scene to enjoy. Much more appealing. My dear fellow, I take an exception to your recoiling in such a manner as if you have seen something truly abhorrent. Possessed you. I strictly forbade you from divulging my temporary waxwork secret to Mr. Naruhodo. Temporary waxwork? What do you mean? And that kid, could you not have exercised a little more restraint? You winded me. But Bruno has something he needs to ask you. Question? And I thought you'd probably be getting bored too. So here we are! Well, I can't deny that your timing was impeccable. Mere 2 minutes were being stationary like that. And my great brain upon which all my success has been built will have turned to wax. Thank goodness we arrived in time. Indeed, in many ways the pair of you just saved the world from an unimaginable loss. Oh, Helly, you do like to talk nonsense, don't you? Love it. You could know something's true. Well, Lord Van Zisk, what happened in the past to change him? Now that you are here, let's take our turn. How can I be of assistance? For your luck, is certainly quite taken with the idea of conversing. Oh, well, actually I'm quite in a hurry. And if my eyes don't deceive me, there is something afoot within the walls of this very museum. Most fascinating case, if I'm not mistaken. Really? Moreover, I have a strong suspicion that is related to the matter about which you come to me now. But how could it be? We shall speak again presently, my dear fellow, but for now I must return to my work. Well, that will be a temporary work exhibit. Okie dokie. And yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna end the episode right now, right here, because this is gonna be episode 57. Literally this image as you see it. And I have to stop right now, right here. I hope you enjoy. I hope you have a lovely day. And I'm very pissed. I'm very upset for what happened. And with the fact that I have to reread everything. I have to re-edit everything. Well, it's not much of editing, but still, I have to review it, at least cutting the dead parts, some dead parts. Not too many. Lucky for me, and we'll see you now. Very soon. I'm screaming inside. I want you to know that. I'm screaming inside. So, we can actually have episode 56 on the bloody playlist. And I'll see you again. Tomorrow. Probably.